We've been talking about how there's this gestating of your vibrational reality and how law of attraction has already gathered the cooperative components, and you heard a scant spattering of those. There are so many more. This is gestating. It's becoming more and more and more and more and more, and the momentum is gathering. The cooperative components have already been set into motion. They're already in place. The Indian and the Argent and the already cooperative components that have already been gathered, all ready to be gathered. And then one day you get this idea. As you begin letting those thoughts turn to things in your mind. So as that thought comes, as you started to say to us, that was a manifestation that happened to you. And then more and more and more and more. This is the way it works. This is absolutely, we want you to know that like our friend's story that you just heard, you have all of those stories too. How all of the pieces of your lives and the lives of the people you know, they're all there. They're all generated. They're all together. It's all so much more. And really, all you have to do is be living happily ever after enough that in this moment and this moment and this moment, in your joy, an idea comes. An idea that is so compelling that you want to do it. You didn't say, I felt that I needed to do it. You didn't say, I was trying to figure out how to do it. Did you hear how her story unfolded? Did you feel the lightness of her being and the readiness of her vortex, and then the readiness of her, and then the coming together of it, and on and on and on it goes. And it's not just one film, it's another, and then another, and another. There's no ending to the joyful journey that will continue to unfold for you. No ending to it. It's not like just wanting something and it's in the vortex and somehow you make yourself to it and then boom, I've got the manifestation. Oh, it isn't like that. There's another and another and another and another. Always something else equally or more wonderful on the horizon for your discovery. It is such a delicious thing, isn't it?
What would make the next piece of it fun?
Yeah. That's your best mantra ever. What's fun? And don't you remember, Esther remembers being really little, and saying to her mother, what should I do? And her mother would say, well, you could clean out that drawer. And Esther would say, no, I mean, what's fun to do? What's fun to do? And her mother would say, well, cleaning out that drawer might be fun. And Esther would, no, that really wasn't what she had in. But what's fun to do? What's fun to do? If you could get on that wavelength, what's fun to do? What would I like to do? What do I feel like doing? What's fun to do? What's interesting to do? What's exhilarating to do? What's fun to do? And sometimes it can start out as what's easy to do? What's easy to do? All of the pieces were there for you before you received the first idea. That's what we're really wanting you to hear. You're not making this happen. You caused it to happen during contrasts that you lived and what you put into the vortex. It's already there. It's there for all of you. You're not making it happen. You're not setting a goal and making it happen. It's already happened. And you're in the receiving mode so that you're receiving the idea of what's already happened. And there hasn't been a better description in this format of explaining that in real time than what you just gave. You heard it, didn't you? Resistance is resistance. And when you're looking for it, you usually find it. So this is the thing that we want you to focus upon. You can find yourself in a state of allowance, in a state of receiving, where an idea will come. But as the idea comes, you may not be able to sustain that idea because of beliefs that are still active. So this gives you an opportunity to acknowledge that and then sort of back away from it in order to allow yourself to get more in the receptive modes. But the question is, could your exhilaration over something else hold you long enough in the receptive mode on this new subject? Or do the active thoughts that are resistant in nature about this subject have to be dealt with? Each experience, you have to figure out whether your focusing on it is causing them to subside a little bit, or whether your attention upon them is causing it to come more to the forefront. In other words, you just sort of have to work that out on your own, as long as you know what your goal is. Your goal is to find relief. Don't get too critically engaged in the outcome, because the outcome will trip you up if you stay involved in the way it feels rather than too activated about the outcome, then it goes better. We know that you got that to a large degree, and now we're going to give you something that's really going to help you get it all the way. And that is, you know how fortunate you are. You are able to relax and let a stream of thought flow and create a movie that will be on the screen. Your thoughts will turn to things. And life is exactly the same way. You can all write your movie. You all have a producer called Law of Attraction. And you all have endless funding called the energy that creates worlds. And you all have everything that is necessary to bring the cooperative components together. In other words, you have a staff, you have a team of non-physicals and currents and laws that are helping you turn your ideas about a movie into a full-fledged movie. You create your own reality, whether it's on the screen or whether it's something that comes into your life experience. So knowing that, that's why there was such power in what you wrote. And so, you know how in a movie the scene will change and then you can write it again. Esther plays a game with her grandchildren, and it's something that she learned when she was very, very young. And she tells a story. Yeah, I jumped out of an airplane, and the other person says, oh, that is so good. Or I fell out of an airplane. Oh, that's bad. Well, it's all right because I had a parachute. Oh, that's good. Well, no, it's not really good because the parachute did not open. Oh, that's bad. No, it's all right because there was a haystack down below me. Oh, that's very good. No, that's bad because there was a pitchfork in it. Oh, that's bad. No, it's all right because I missed the pitchfork. Oh, that's good. No, it's bad because I missed the haystack too. And so, since Esther told this story to the children, now they want to play that game all the time. And so one of them will start a story. Oh, that's good. No, that's bad. No, that's good. No, that's bad. And they're all sort of practicing film writing, aren't they? So Esther was watching a television series that she likes to watch, and something happened, and she said, oh, that's good. And then there was a plot twist immediately. She says, oh, that's bad. And then it changed. She says, oh, that's good. And she began to laugh because this thing went good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad through the whole thing. And Esther's laughing because that's sort of the way the movie makers keep you engaged, is they give you a problem to which they help you find a solution, and then you feel better. But it is sort of the way that the resistance helps you to continue to create and ask for more too. And so as long as you know that no matter what's happening, you can write a oh that's good scene right after it, then you can keep yourself happily engaged and moving along and knowing that you do ultimately have complete creative control over what happens not only with your movie, but with life. And that is really the message that we are offering here to anyone, no matter where they're standing. In other words, it doesn't matter if you're begging for food in the parking lot or if you just can't afford the best Mercedes that is on the car lot. It doesn't matter what the crack is between where you are and where you are wanting to be. The process is the same. You cannot feel poverty and live anything other than poverty because life experience won't give you anything other than that. Life experience will always bring you the next opportunity to stimulate the next desire. And what this workshop is about is helping you to understand that from where you are, you can get anywhere that you want to be. But it is really just one step at a time. We think sometimes that what happens is you try to take too big of jumps. Law of Attraction says whatever you're offering vibrationally, whatever I'm feeling about whatever I'm observing, whatever I'm feeling is the indication of what I'm offering vibrationally, and what I'm offering vibrationally is what Law of Attraction is answering. So if you want to know what your vibrational output is, it's so simple. Look around. look around the people who surround you, look around your own surroundings, look around your environment, but then we must say to you, don't look around your environment in comparison with what other people are attracting. Look around your environment in relationship to what you desire to be there. Because the comparison with what others are creating or what others are attracting will set you off your vibrational game. When you're looking at what somebody else has attracted and you are then trying to integrate what they've attracted in comparison with what you've attracted, now you've introduced an unnecessary chaos to your vibration. When you understand that there are not infinite points of vibrational relativity to which you must find alignment, but only 2 vibrational points of vibrational relativity to which you must find alignment, then your guidance kicks in and life is easy for you to figure out. And what are those 2 vibrational points of relativity? Well, here you are in this physical body, but you weren't always only here. You were source energy before you got here. So source energy is 1 point of vibrational relativity. Source energy is the you of you that was born into this physical body. And do you know that right before you were born and just as you were born, you were one powerful, consistent, vibrating signal. Those newborn babies are pure positive energy. They come with knowledge of who they are. They're confident, they're arrogant, they expect life to go well for them. They are source energy in a physical body full of eager expectation. That's who you are. One powerful point of vibrational relativity. But as you begin to get acclimated in your physical environment and you begin to look around, right away there becomes, and it's the way you all intended, 2 points of vibrational relativity. There's the source energy me that knows life is good, that knows I am good, that knows that all is supposed to be well, that knows all really is well, that knows well-being abounds, that knows well-being is the stream, the only stream that flows. There's that part of you, and then there's this new physical part of you that's learning to acclimate and to become socialized into the system into which you have been born. Step 1 is ask. Step 2 is source answers. Step 3 is align with what you're asking for. Step 4 is master that so you're really good at it, which is what you're attempting to do here. And then step 5 is being consciously happy in the midst of contrast. And that's what source does. So when you say, what does source do? Source lives in step 5. We don't freak out when there's contrast. We understand the value of the contrast. And the contrast that exists does not take us from our high vibration. A softer, easier way to say that to you is, we don't worry about you when you're worried about you or ever. We don't worry about you. We have our undivided attention on the vortex version of yourself that you have created. If you step away from the vortex version, if you for a moment lose your place between where you are and your vortex version, that's when you start feeling negative emotion. We don't go there with you, and that's why you feel negative emotion. Not only what would source do, you might ask, why would source do it? And the answer is, because we know the value of feeling good. We know the value of feeling good. Feeling good means alignment, and in alignment there is power. In alignment there is creation. There is deliberate creation.